Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tekno!
Sound real low.
Oh boy, you think that I bought him press for
It's
what?
almost believable.
How are you doing, bro?
No, I'm doing good.
Lovely to see you. Last time I saw you was it AY's concert? It was you and David built to perform.
You don't taste more.
You don't take.
Don't taste more.
You don't take.
Yo,
Where has Tekno been?
Mama, we grind now. Hustle must continue.
So, which hustle you dey hustle where people don't agree see you, hear from you? Now, some people they hustle. Me when I dey hustle, they see me for Instagram.
Man, I went under the radar for a bit. I got sick.
He got sick.
Yeah, I got
So that story was true.
I'm gonna read story. Oh. See, you even talk as that story was true.
Okay, we all heard that Tekno lost his voice. Here's what I thought. I see this guy, a sharp guy. He get one contract where no one do another album inside that contract. So he just probably is using that to delay and buy time so that when he drops his own album, he would be on another contract or whatever. So you were actually sick.
Yeah. I think I did a show. I did a glow show with Whiskey and David in Ghana. So after that show, on stage, while performing at that show, I cracked my voice on stage while I was performing. I was really loud, so I cracked my voice. And then I went back to the hotel and I just kept saying like, I don't want to go out tonight because like I feel like I really,
enjoyed your voice.
Yeah, so I want to just rest and just chill. That's how it started. And then came back, went to Togo the next day and performed, and the mic wasn't even working properly, so I still stressed the same voice. So we went back to Lagos. 1 week passed, I had a sore throat. 2 weeks passed, sore throat. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I went to my doctor here in Nigeria. They put a camera down my throat. Like he didn't really see anything, so like just gave me antibiotics and said, like a week or two I should feel better. A week or two, nothing. At this time now, I already started to cancel shows. Because like it was in September, so we're booked like the whole year.
What year was this?
December. This is last year.
Last year, okay.
This is last year. It was that again.
As in you were cancelling shows.
So at this point, I started to cancel show already. So I decided to fly to London because the thing don't make sense again. Sore throat every day. It's like something is literally just stuck in my throat, and it just kept getting worse. It's like you wake up every day, it was getting worse. So I went to London, saw the first doctor. It's like, your vocal cord is just, this thing they put a camera through your nose, and then down. It's like, your vocal cord is just irritated. It's going to give me medication in 2 or 3 weeks. Like it's light, like it's nothing. You understand? Just give you that feeling like where just give them 2 weeks, you'll be fine. 1 week passed, nothing. I went to another doctor in London. It wasn't making sense to me. Now I decided to fly to Los Angeles because they said that like they're good voice doctors in LA. So I went to LA. So the first doctor gave me his same,
You could be alright.
1 week is gonna
and time did pass.
Yes, and all this time like I was just losing my mind already because it didn't make any sense. I can't sing, I can't talk. Sometimes they said stay quiet for a week, stay quiet for 2 weeks. I tried it. It was crazy. That's the hardest thing that could happen to anybody in this life, I promise you.
Any musician.
Musician in this life, I promise you. At this time, I seen like maybe 4 doctors. I was getting tired, praying. They could tell you, some people say now Ubi because, my contract is expiring in December. So like, make I sing again after the contract expire. Some people say it's Nyanya, someone said it's a girl, offer me Babalawo, like just, this man said if you call me, get with you to do like, at this time I was already losing my mind, like it was just insane.
Wow.
I've drank all the medication, they even gave me reflux medication, they said okay, you have to drink this for 2 months, or you take like 3 months at least for the acid in your stomach to start to go down, because all this time is the acid from my stomach that's coming up to my throat and just
messing up yours,
irritating my vocal cords. So like all this thing just talk. I got tired eventually. Went to London, stayed a bit, and then came back to Nigeria. And then my mom came to Lagos in January. At this time, still the same thing, still just was terrible.
So how many months is this already?
It's already 4 months.
Wow. No work?
No work, no recording, no performance, just spending money hospital to hospital, doctor.
And you sure say this one no be winch?
You don't know how many things they tell me say, somebody tell me say make I buy goat.
Pastor no collect money for your hand.
I still make I buy goat and 3 machete.
Sorry, this man no be laughing matter.
I should buy goat and 3 machete that whoever did this that they have to send it back to them will keep just some
Did you buy the goat?
Like I call my mom. I told my mom, look, this is what someone is saying. My mom started to cry. Because I don't know, maybe she thought I was going to do it. And then I was like, no, I'm just telling you because like I thought this was really funny. And at this time I talked to my mom for phone, it was hard to talk. It was extremely difficult to talk. And then I came back and told him that my mom is not around now. And when my mom comes, I'll call him to come back. It's like, oh yeah, it's good that my mom has more power over me, that it's good my mom is here. That was it. Never seen him no more. He texts me, yo, man, text me.
Who's this guy?
No, we don't need more. So I kept studying. Throughout this time, I've been doing vocal therapy, speaking to different voice coaches online, and just trying to see if there's a way I can learn to sing from the inside. Since they say like, if you can sing from your belly with interior vocals, you'll be able to, still perform and be fine. So just trying anything I could do just to, get somewhere with it. So I decided, I was studying so much, just reading. At some point, I just thought like, okay, maybe I should get a surgery done. It's just in my head, I just felt like at this point, this is the only option. I've been drinking this reflux medicine for so long, and the acid keeps burning my throat. Mind you, for the past 4-5 months, I've been sleeping with my bed laid out like this. So like I have to sleep with my body up and my waist down straight. So like when I sleep, the acid don't come up. But me, I sleep crazy. So I sleep with my body like this, and I wake up
upside down.
And I wake up with my head on the other side and my leg on the other side. So it's just horrible.
Horrible life.
It was a horrible experience. Couldn't eat nothing. Was scared of everything. So me and my manager flew back to New York. And then at this time, there's Akel that works with us in New York, helped us, hook us up with this good vocal doctor that, we saw him, he looked at my voice and said something to me. He said, I promise you, you're gonna sing to me before this relationship is over. That's what he said to me. So I just, that faith excited me. I just said, keep a good faith and let this shit run.
Can you give us an estimate of how much you've spent before you met this guy?
I can't.
20 million, 30 million, 50 million?
I can't. I'm telling you, all these times, money I don't make now, we say, boys supposed to take this soft. This is what I was paying from doctor to doctor, Airbnb to Airbnb, hotel to hotel. These mans were running scans and tests, and these things were just bread. This doctor Kessler I see in New York, every time I see him, I pay $1,600. Every time I see him, it's $1,600. Whether I would do anything or whether I would not do anything.
I want to be a doctor.
This is just money just going. So, but meeting Dr. Kessler, he did what he did, referred me to another doctor, did one scan, didn't see nothing. Another doctor, and all these things were just bills. Went to another place. Did you see the ugly test I'm doing? I'm not talking about something pretty, making me drink some weird, thick liquid, making me hold it in my throat. Just disgusting tests and scans that were doing. Make me lay upside down and drink and try to swallow just to see, what's happening and how the acid is coming on and what's going on inside. And we've done, this has been like 5 weeks. Because every doctor I see, I have to see him on Monday to talk to him. Then he gives me an appointment within the week. And then I have to see another doctor, another Monday. Then he gives me another appointment within the week. And this was just going on, this was like 5-6 weeks already. So I now met Dr. Demani. See, do I remember their name? Because it's like, this gas, like, I got shit on for film because like, I can't tell you. Like, this one will just try my best to, narrate it how best I can. I can't tell it. So Dr. Demani is asking me, are you sure surgery is what you want? because she explained what the surgery is to me.
And what was the surgery? What did it entail?
There's two of them. One is that they'll go in my, where my food passes, and they'll fold it up so that when I eat, the food, goes down and it can come up. And she said, when you've done this, there's no going back. Once they do it, whatever happens, that's it. You will never be able to burp again in your life. That would just be it. If you eat, there's nothing like burping. And then the other one is that they put a metal inside you. They put a magnet inside you that when you eat, the magnet opens, and when you swallow, the magnet closes back. So I said I want the one with the magnet.
So there's a magnet inside you?
Yeah.
So if I put my phone there,
no, it's not that type. I don't know what they call it. It's like titanium steel or something. I can't really remember what it's called. But if I'm gonna have to pass through
metal detector, you have to inform them.
I have a card.
Hi guys, I'm Robocop.
I have a card like that I go everywhere with. So I told her I prefer this one, and she asked me, "Are you sure?" At this point, I didn't care. You get At this point, I didn't care. At this point, I just wanted to do anything.
You just wanted to be well.
I just wanted to do literally anything. So they said there's the final scan and test I have to do again. And this one will be your mate. This particular one wasn't your mate at all. I wasn't ready for that. So I went to this woman. So they put this pipe through my nose. It's fat through my nose down into my belly.
Was it painful?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was painful. Down, like really, bruise to go down all the way down inside my belly, and then make me drink this thick liquid, and then tell you to hold it in your throat for 30 seconds. And as you're trying to hold it in your throat for 30 seconds, you're feeling that big wire that's already down there together. It's literally gagging me. It's like tears was coming out. All that shit was coming out. It's like, there was one time I couldn't, pulled everything out. And as you're pulling it, oh my God. It was crazy. It was crazy, I promise you. And when she finished doing this, then she said that was the first test. Now there's another test.
Oh.
Yeah. And this one was just insane. This one is the one where they put something in my nose, down my belly, and I have to hold it inside for 24 hours. And I'll carry this little box that's attached to it. So every time I burp, I press something. Every time I eat, I have to press something I'm eating. Whatever action I take, I have to highlight it. When I'm about to go to bed, I put when I'm about to go to bed. When I'm dead, I put when I'm. So I said I can't do it. Because mine, I just did this one, I nearly literally passed out. She told me, what can you sacrifice for the thing you love? Because like the one thing I need in my life is my voice. Without my voice, I'm done.
You're nothing, yeah.
So I just had the mind up. Me and her were having this conversation for at least 40 minutes. And she's like, it's either you do it or you can't get the surgery. So at the end of the day, I decided to do it, and then we put that thing down and I had to carry it for 24 hours. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. The next day I woke up, at this point it was like maybe 21 hours because they needed it for 24 hours. I just went in the bathroom, just dragged it out. And my manager took it back to the hospital. So this time we just went 1 week now to see what the test says. So the test came back, and the woman said I had rather, the highest form of reflux you could ever have, which is when I eat, I don't have to be laying down or sleeping. While I'm eating, while I'm standing, while I'm performing, whatever I'm doing, there's acid just constantly going up. So all that had to happen was I had to perform in Ghana, crack my voice, and the acid just went there and smashed everything up. So at this time I was right, so it was surgery. So we waited, 2 weeks, and then went ahead and did the surgery. And I had a show in Cameroon 3 weeks after that surgery. So it's either I go and perform in Cameroon first, or I do the surgery first. And why this Cameroon came up is because at this time, there was no money again. At this time, like I already blew through everything. So like I needed that Cameroon show because that show was paying me $110,000 for that weekend. So it's either you do that surgery or you go and do Cameroon. But I was scared because if I do Cameroon and perform with an already irritated voice, just because I need money to balance my bills. I would end up going back to where I started from. So I went ahead and did the surgery, and I have 3 weeks to get fine before I have to perform in Cameroon. And the doctor that did the surgery told me I need at least 2 months before I can, go on stage, because it's your tummy. It's like, at this time I didn't even know, how bad this thing is. I just go ahead, I want to do it. So we did the surgery. They caught me.
Before the Cameroon?
Yeah, before the Cameroon. So they caught me in 5 different places. The surgery was done by a robot. I have pictures.
Can you please send to me so we can?
Yeah. But not pictures of them dicing me up, but I have, pictures of, these activities when it all happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I woke up, this is after the surgery, and I looked at myself and I seen them man had mashed up my tummy. It wasn't a good feeling at all. It wasn't a good feeling at all. Couldn't move, couldn't sneeze, couldn't laugh, couldn't breathe, couldn't do nothing. At this time now, there's a metal inside. So I can never eat the way I used to eat before, how I would, eat now. If it was this big before, now it's this small. It's this small. So I have to eat like babies. Like little, and I have to chew at least maybe good 1 minute, chew it properly so it goes down. So now,
Though you can eat stuff like rice.
Yeah, now I'm good. Now I've gotten used to it. I found my way around it. Now I'm good. But at that point, this surgery has just been done. It was a ridiculous pain, like a different kind of pain. Kind of pain. I'm feeling the pain of the surgery. I have to eat.
I'm feeling it on your behalf.
I have to. I have to eat because of the medications. They have to put you on painkillers and all them things. So to eat now is, how do you eat when this thing is so small and it's so new and it's so painful and everything is just pain. So eating was the worst thing. The luck I get beside me, because it's impossible. You just tight everything for something to come out, right? You can't breathe. I just like this from morning to night every day. Nothing. Can't do nothing from morning. The first time I sit down for wheelchair. They roll me out and we go in the car. But 1 week passed, 2 weeks passed. I kept telling myself, I told my manager, I'm gonna go to Cameroon and I'm gonna perform. The doctor said she's not gonna clear me. I said, look, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna take it easy. Out there in Cameroon, I've never been there before, so obviously they'll be excited to see me, so I don't have to do too much. You just talk plenty and convince the doctor, and she said okay, it was okay for me to go. So it was 3 weeks past and then we went to Cameroon. I was in pain performing, but I was happy that I was on stage.
Yeah, coming back.
Yeah, I was happy I was on stage. And mind you, this was 2 shows one weekend. I was doing Yawande and Douala one weekend, so I performed that night and road trip to the next city and performed the next night, and then flew back to Nigeria and came back to Nigeria, and my voice was in terror for 2 days. After 2 days, it relaxed. So Chris Beat came to the house. We were just talking on the phone. He came to the house, so he played some beats. I was just freestyling. It was hard, but I was trying. So the next day I woke up, I said, I'm going to try and record. Whatever's going to happen should happen. I recorded. Almost even finished the song. It was painful, but with all this vocal therapy I've been doing now, I've been learning a new way to sing. My throat was hurting, but it wasn't hurting so much because I wasn't putting all the pressure on my throat. So, one song recorded. Wow. 1 week after, 2 songs recorded, and it just kept going and just kept going. And then now I have to fly back to the States because of the Beyonce project. Mind you, this project is coming up and my voice had just healed like 2 seconds before the project. And by the time I was getting to that camp, I'm sure this camp was almost done. So what thing they put my phone, now I do. You get me? And me, it's like however I feel with music is how I express it. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how nobody feel. My music is my music. How I feel inside is how I express my music. So I listen to the beat, how I felt. It's exactly how I just laid on the beat. And mind you, I was just excited that my voice happened to just be good at this time. This time was a good time because being a part of that project is awesome.
It's awesome.
Yes,
it's awesome. I took my kids to see the movie, and this is a good time to be a Nigerian.
Yep.
Proud of you, bro. Proud of you. Now, initially I was saying, Tekno didn't really do much on this album, bro. That you even were able to do what you did. You deserve accolades. Yes.
Yeah, but part of the most painful experience of this whole thing is knowing that people actually thought I was lying. With this whole.
But it's good you're coming out to clear the air. You see,
I didn't want to before. I was with Paulo and he came and was telling me that people are saying you're full of shit. Because I just wanted to keep it to myself. Like, what's the use of coming to tell you? Like, this experience is not something I even want to talk about. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to remember. But now I have to, because I have people that booked, lost money, that are upset that he's such a useless artist. Like, he don't take nothing serious. He just wants to smoke and chill. Meanwhile, look, I like money.
Listen, any of you that is messing with Tekno after what he went through, if I pray to come to you,
I know.
Anyway, we're not even allowed to do that.
No, but I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful that with
Did
everything.
this experience draw you closer to God?
I read Bible. I'm reading Bible in the morning and praying and going to bed and waking up and praying and just.
Now, who stood by you? Who are the people who stood by you?
My manager, my mom, my friends, OG, Flimsy. Like literally everybody. My parents, they were praying. My dad was crying. My dad was scared. It was scary, Baba.
It's not even your leg that they can carry on with. There was a time when Michael Jackson was injured and he came on to perform, I think with a wheelchair, or he sat down to perform. As long as his voice is good. But that voice, you can have your legs, anything else. If you can't express it through your voice, it's totally messed up.
Try going 24 hours and not saying a word to anybody. Try using an app on your phone to talk back. Because this was me for months. I did 3 weeks. You would lose your mind. You would go insane. Stay quiet for 3 weeks. Just to wait after 3 weeks and try to talk. And your voice is worse than it was 3 weeks before you see. You found out that it was even worse staying quiet. So I had to keep exercising it regardless. It was painful, irritated, swollen, and red.
And you couldn't drink cold stuff?
My water, that guy just come back now where I tell John, say, make give me water. He asked me, say, make him warm up. That's the day crazy. Yeah, because like I had to drink everything warm for months. Eat the same thing for months.
What were you eating?
Rubbish, couscous. Rubbish, like.
But now you can eat eba.
Eba is not a good experience because of the metal inside. Because eba is like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. It's like a sponge. Like, if you swallow, it can go down and some part can stay back up. And every time I swallow, everything has to go down at the same time. If I swallow and some part goes down and it's stuck and some part is up, I'm messed up for like at least 10 minutes. I have to wait for it to go down or go to the top.
That means you can't rush.
I can't rush anything. Not even water. I have to. CPs are the best for me. For me to drink water properly, CPs are the best. Drinking it from just pouring in my mouth. If I pour a little bit over, get stuck. I have to try and spit it out or wait it out.
Wow.
Crazy.
Man. If you see the list of questions I had written, I don't even think I'm going to ask. As in this, you've just done the entire interview, do you know?
That's it.
Anyway, let me ask you a few questions. We saw pictures with Drake. What's up with that?
Man, I sent to tell you now. Say, I saw a picture of Drake Alpha now. I lose voice now. I lost my voice. So I couldn't do nothing.
You couldn't do nothing?
Yeah, I was out. I was literally out. It's like, boom. Because no voice. They're like Neymar now. No leg. No ball.
No ball.
No voice. No song.
Man. Hey.
It was crazy. Which I was singing with Drake, but no voice. I go, where's my nose sing? And I'm not crazy about it too. Because like.
Yeah. Because you see, artists, unlike some other types of creatives, you have a time limit. So as the time is going, if you're not catching on to it, you feel like your life is going.
So imagine say you lose your voice, can't you watch other people, they do their own thing. Just losing money, just spending and losing money.
Do you have a woman by your side when this was going on?
Me and my woman at this point went really good. At this point went really good.
That's Lola.
Yeah, at this point went really good. But it was easier to even deal with it alone. Why? Because everybody around me irritated me because I couldn't speak to you. And if I can't talk to you after a while, like I start to get irritated. Not because of you, just because I can't.
Yeah.
I just be the normal me. My mom was with me for a month. After a while, I couldn't do it again. Because she comes in my room in the morning. She prays all night and then she comes in my room in the morning to come and ask me, how are you? Like, just having faith that I'll be fine. And then she comes and she looks at me and I can't talk back to her. And she just stands at the door and she just cries. She cries and then it's crazy. After a while, like, we couldn't do it again and she just left. Like, I enjoyed just being alone.
So you found solace in yourself, more or less.
Just being alone, just trying not to go crazy. Trying not to go crazy, trying to just stay inspired. Just anything I could. I couldn't listen to music. Listen to music hurt my feelings. Because it was like, every time I heard something, I get inspired. And when I get inspired and I can
You kind of reproduce.
It breaks my heart. So stop listening to music, stayed away from everything. Try to even delete Instagram from my phone. But come on, Instagram is fun sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'll delete it sometimes, go back on it sometimes, try my best to post. Just keep my page going because it's like, if out of sight, it's, you know how that shit go. Because if people don't see you, you're not active, you don't do nothing. You know what goes on.
But you're a strong brand. You are not. We just felt that you are cooking something.
Now,
or you
I
have
post.
Yes.
Because I was posting. Some people said like,
no. But your brand. You see, there are some people who will be posting and posting, but we know that this guy. we didn't have that. We just felt that you and record label get issues, so we were just trying to. Talking about record labels, are you still with Triple MG?
No, I'm out.
What happened? Contract?
Yes, contract expired.
Are you renewing?
Hell no.
That's so the thing bad.
Oh no, it's not about it being bad. Like, I respect contracts.
Yeah.
I respect deals. And in general, I just respect people. And anything of my own. That's how I say it.
So you wanted to do your own stuff?
Yeah, like 5 years. I made stupid money for the next. Like, stupid money. We made crazy money, no joke. 60-40 too. Because moms then don't know how that shit go down with 60-40.
60-40. That means Ubi was taking 60.
Yes, Ubi and Yaya. If Yaya got anything, I don't know. But, that's how.
No, but Ubi's my guy.
Yes.
And so is Yaya, and so are you. So I'm just going to try to be a neutral party in here. We heard, well, Yaya was on my show, he had an interview. We heard that you didn't quite get along with him, or he didn't like you. Was that true, or was it jealousy, or?
I wouldn't say it's jealousy. Man. It's okay for people not to like people. There are people I don't like. They don't know I don't like them, but it don't mean nothing if you don't like me. As long as we're making music and we're making money. But I personally don't have any problem with Yaya. You get me? And I wouldn't even want to talk about it because that relationship got me here. You understand? So I don't want to come here and just come and be nasty with it, because if I want to say things the way things were, like, it's crazy. It was a lot of crazy shit that went on, like, the plenty, but like, in all, like, I'm grateful.
You're grateful that at least you got an opportunity.
Yes,
to.
I'm happy, like, I got put on to Yaya because, like, I was learning. Me and my mom say anything you do, like, I learn things. So as I see you do, I'm like, me and the learning. So, like, obviously, being under someone that's already famous and performing and getting to open up for them sometimes, you gotta see things now, you gotta absorb, like, if you want to get up there. So I won't come here and say anything bad about Yaya and just,
What about Ubi?
Same goes. I ain't saying nothing, bro. Just know, say, if it ever happen in the future and I have to say something, it'll be crazy, but I ain't gonna say shit.
Can you say something? one crazy thing. Just one crazy thing.
Nah, man. I'm excited.
That your voice is back.
My voice is back. Like, and the funniest thing is, at this time when my voice was causing this problem. Now this time where like my God, I'm going to do that thing where they do, even though now you do it.
But you see, I was in a very, I'm closest to Ubi, to be fair. But because I also want to be fair, I also want people to be able to speak. Do you understand? I don't want to say because I'm close to one party and I'll stifle the voice of another party. If the other party is now overdoing it, I'll say, come on.
I didn't like that.
Now my guy, you follow.
I didn't like that Yanya came and started to talk about, Ubi and all them things. I didn't like it.
You didn't
like it? Of no use. Like, the time where he's supposed to...
There was a time Yanya actually mentioned your name. He said,
I don't know why he was mentioning my name though, because like, back, there were times where like, if you wanted to really speak, you should have spoken like when it made sense. Like now, it don't make no sense speaking.
Okay, at that time, at what time did it make sense to speak?
At that time, like, I was 2 years in the contract and I was trying to get out because it was a one clock thing going on. And I knew my music was good. I appreciated the position I was in. I just wanted to get up there. Like, I'm not gonna say who said, but it just looked like I was too hungry. Okay, I'm supposed to be hungry now. Like, if I'm trying to get up there, I'm supposed to be hungry, but it looked like I was too hungry and I was too desperate. And I don't understand how you're running a race and you're trying to win and you don't want to look hungry and you don't want to look desperate. So, you get where I'm coming from, don't make no sense to me. But in all, I'm happy that that process brought me here. So I don't want to come and smash that process.
Big shout out to my former neighbor, and I also say former friend, Paul Okoye, aka Polo. Polo never remembers me in anything in this one. I started together when he had dreadlocks. I was running up and down doing Kano Heart Foundation.
I saw his dreadlocks.
Now he's a big man now, forming for all of us. What was your relationship with Polo?
Polo is just amazing in one way.
Everybody seems, except me. Everybody seems to have something good to say about Polo.
At the time, I said Yanya should have spoke. You know what I'm saying? When it made sense to speak.
Yeah.
This was the time that Polo came into the deal with me, Ubi, and Yanya, and just cooled the air for us. It was, but which level did they get problem? Right? Which level did they get problem? I'm not gonna come and say the blame is on Ubi, or the blame is on Yanya, or the blame is on me, or Celebo or Emma. But blame was on somebody's shot.
Yeah.
You understand? But this was just normal thing that happens. But at this point, I was done. I didn't want anymore. I wanted to get out. But Polo stepped in. We talked, had a meeting, and everything calmed down. If Yanya spoke at that time, it made sense. But he didn't speak at that time. So coming out now to call Ubi out after everybody already moved on, I'm just looking for the reason why. There's no reason. It makes no sense. To me, this is just me. I might be wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. What record label are you on now?
Mine.
What's it called?
Cartel, baby.
Cartel.
Yes.
How many artists do you have signed?
On paper, no. But I have people that I work with. Flimsy and OG and Chiraz. And we is family,
Yeah.
It's very simple, the word.
Do you still produce?
I didn't produce all this time. I haven't made a beat in 10 months. I haven't made a beat in 10 months because making beats sucked for me because now my voice now, if I didn't make beat, I just sing, I keep myself inspired, so I'm enjoying the work. It's like rice and beans.
Yeah.
So you eat only rice is sweet. When you mix rice and beans, oh my god, it's a blend. So like as that beans be no the rice be no sweet. So like there was no making beat. So I left that part. But I'm getting back to work now.
Real quick, who's Rebecca?
My mom.
Your mom.
Yes.
She's always stuck with you through everything.
When
did you get the tattoo?
It's a long time. She didn't like it though. Tell us not your name, but she said my cleaner.
If I tell us she buy a razor.
I tell us I cleaner.
Let's talk quickly about the Beyonce project. How did you get on it?
My album is coming up, and I'm with Universal for my album. And my Universal team told me about the Lion King project. I'm like, book my flight. That was it. So he told me like about it. It's like, hell yeah, book my flight. And I jumped straight to LA. LA is far, mind you. It's like London 6 hours, then LA 11
hours. Yeah, I've been there. I know what it's like.
But I'm happy I did it. I'm happy I did it. It wasn't like any crazy experience because I didn't get to meet the queen.
How come?
Yes, because like I tell you, when I come there, the project done, they nearly finished. And when they call me to come, African people, you know they hear what? They tell smoke come 4, will come 7.
So you've missed out the opportunity.
Yeah, but I know say
where's my king?
I know I know say go stay up. I know I stay. I know.
No. I'm happy you're back. I'm happy more than anything in the world that you're back, and we're gonna be giving you a lot of airplay. You know, once your songs start dropping.
No, I need that.
You know, Cool FM's got you. We're gonna have another.
Nah, and people supposed, because all those fans will like, you know, come on my page and be writing all that shit about, oh, Baba, you new song go, yeah, new jam go. Guy, do you know how crazy it was, what I was going through? And all I had was records I already recorded, and there was no energy, there was no excitement to even push these records. I just put them out just to make sure like my market stays going. Do you understand? And through all this process, you have people talking, so many artists talking smart. But I'm just excited. I'm doing this thing now. I'm just putting it out there and letting people know, like, you know, this shit actually really did go down. Because just having to know, like, there are promoters out there that believe that you're just messed up in the head and they lost money because of some douchebag and not really know what go down. So
yeah, I'm sorry about now, guys. You heard if your money lost, no vex.
sorry.
No vex.
Wow.
We'll try to make it up. Anyway, while you were away, a bit of gist came out that you and Tiwa Savage are not too cool.
How?
There were some allegations about a Ciara song. Ha.
Me, I thought it was like,
Yes.
we cool past Cool FM. So you talk about? No, we good.
Okay.
We're 100% good. We ain't never spoke about that record, me and Tiwa. I never spoke about that record. We really just talk about making fresh music and just, you know, be on them. You understand? Everything freshly, vibely. You understand? Then nothing like that.
Who are you working with now? Any plans to work with anyone?
I'm working with everybody. I'm working with everybody because, man, like, you know, just I know my spot. It's like I'm a bad man. You understand? So like where I supposed to now that's the. You understand? So like I'm working with everybody.
You're back now.
Yes, now
You're gonna sing something for us.
Real bang buckler, you see everything good. Anywhere you see me,
I don't trust your voice is back.
It's back.
I don't.
I believe I can fly.
I can't hear you. It's my madam's birthday. Come and sing
I
something to
believe
her.
I can touch the sky.
Hey, go and bring your mother. Tell her that Tekno is going to sing to her.
Go and bring your mom, I'ma sing to her. Now watch you. Now watch you. But we're good. We're good now. They go hear her. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
Babe,
I'm a big fan.
Sorry.
This has been my most emotional. I was nearly crying, but I just found Big Boy. You need to hear what Tekno's been through for the last 8 months, thereabout. Yeah.
Whoa, I'm a big fan, and I was asking him, what's up? I've not heard any new hit from Tekno.
Yes, everybody's been wondering. Me, I felt there was some Ojoro.
Man, that's my best track.
All right, guys. Time for some taste buds. When I now ask your manager what your native food is, because she cooks anybody's native food.
Yes.
He now said, that Tekno. I didn't know it was this. So he said, rice in the chop. We don't get pepper.
Yes, I'm beans.
Did you put beans?
Oh, but we have rice, corn, and grilled steak.
Yeah, it will
with
taste good.
barbecue chicken.
At least you can eat meat.
I'm not a big fan of meat right now because of my.
Yeah, he has a metal. He's Robocop.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you don't book up.
He's a cyborg.
I'm not a big fan of meat. I have to chew things that are easy to.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
have salad, chef salad with you.
Anything I go chop on.
All right,
Today's
darling.
my birthday.
Happy birthday, darling. All right, it's been an awesome experience hanging out with you. It's by far one of the most emotional interviews I've ever done. And I want to ask, you're notorious for self-producing your own stuff.
Yes.
The work you did with DJ Copy, for instance, it had Tekno written all over it.
Yes.
And it was amazing. It was an awesome song.
Yes, it was.
Are you always going to self-produce? Are you going to be like R. Kelly? I mean, music-wise.
Yes. Oh yeah. Of course. Music-wise. Of course. Very of course
Yes.
music-wise. But yes, I always produce because
It's part of it.
Yes, it's part of it.
Now,
It's
8 months
fun.
off production, don't you feel you're a bit rusty?
The thing is, my brain just picks up. Because my brain is hot wired. Like, it picks up whatever that's going on. As long as I'm paying attention to listen, I learn. And when I'm creating, it's always freestyle. So it's like, whatever day up there will make sense. Find your way out through my fingers. And something always comes out. Even if you lock me 40 years, bring me out, I'll still smash.
You still do.
Stand
How
up.
many instruments do you play?
Keyboard, the guitar, the drums. Yeah, Phil.
As in, you can play live drums?
Yes, everything. Don't worry, I did this show for London. You see show, a good show in a show. Good see show.
When is the show in London?
Hopefully, last week in October or November, first week in December. Somewhere around that period. I really hope, it comes together.
You're a father, Tekno.
Yes.
How does it feel?
Awesome. Best feeling ever. Never say best feeling. It's just a different kind of feeling. Yes, it's different.
Different from everything else.
You're just like, you can't even explain it. Let me not even try and explain it. But I love my baby so much. Like how I wanted they.
Yeah, there's no way to explain. There's no way to explain. All right, guys. So there you have it. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. You heard him sing. You heard him talk.
You never heard me sing, bro. We just high.
If you talk like this, you go come back to sing.
No, now Bedu they come now. Bedu they come. When we say you understand, you go here and go feel. I know that no rest.
No rest.
You understand? Bedu is coming. No, I don't need to sing here. You go here.
Have you named the album?
Old Romance.
Old Romance.
Yes, that's always been the name. Always been the name. Hopefully it comes out in August, September.
Wow.
Yes.
So something big is actually cooking.
Yes. Mega must mash up everywhere. Me and Zlatan, I gig a vibe.
Yeah, you were telling me about working with Zlatan all night.
Yes. I recorded. Okay, Phantom sent me. I flew into Nigeria first day. Phantom sent me a beat. I recorded the beat down there. Woke up the next day, put a snippet on my Instagram. The video comment, feature Zlatan. Zlatan comment. I just send my mail. I comment, where's Zlatan? And I link up Zlatan, and Zlatan came to the house same night, recorded. We're shooting the video tomorrow. And releasing the next day. So I really want clap thing. See it. And while I was, away in America, while I was away, while I was back in America, we're putting some work. We had some records coming. We shot some music videos too. So like, y'all just get ready, man. But it's coming crazy, time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tekno. A big round of applause. Taste buds in the building. Tekno, you're wrong. Just hold on, don't send it yet. Send it to this one, the 8. Yes, this one. So I can always transfer it to the other one.
Right, the other one sent to that one.
Yes, the other one she sent to that one. Let's see. Go for it.
Yes. We set 8. Are you good? Yeah. So it's my birthday lunch. And you guys have to
Tekno.
So you have to fatigue. Come on, have a seat.
That's what they feed me for this house. So. See my belly.
Where is that? There.
Anywhere, just feel comfortable.
It smells good.
Thank you.
It smells good. Mom, what can I do? How do you dance? I don't know table manners.
Enjoy, bro.
So have you just beginning
Just begin. What do you want to drink? Water,
There's wine, there's red wine and there's white
You drink
wine.
red wine?
Yeah. You got Pepsi.
Pepsi. Oh yeah. Paulo, you owe me money.
Get me the red
What's up, Kuchiba?
Guys, jump now.
No, that I see.
Oji, what's up, Kuchiba? What's up, man? Yeah, I can. Nina,
I can, Chairman.
Janila?
we
Can you
share.
get me, let me get one. No?
Can I have Pepsi? I knew you want Pepsi.
Pepsi, yeah.
He's a Pepsi guy.
Let me have 2 bottles of Pepsi, please.
Yeah, but Pepsi
That
has
chicken look good, man.
Pepsi has that refined taste.
Yeah.
You never mix it. It will.
That chicken This taste buds chicken, man. Salad.
So it's my birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Look, if I
Happy birthday, gorgeous.
Yes.
if I ain't doing it right,
Tekno is eating my birthday rice with me.
amazing.
Happy birthday, gorgeous.
Thank you.
Sorry, I started to eat before you.
Not a problem. You're my guest.
You can sit down and be Tekno's day today. I won't complain.
Let's go.
Please, all of you have a seat down. Let's eat.
No down, no rest.
Make I sit down.
Sure. Come on.
See, Tagwan and eat.
Let's eat.
Oh.
Since you're not eating too much of the meat, there's cheese and egg here.
What about chicken? This chicken. I'll just try one to start. When you see me doing yum. Chop it.
That's nice. I knew you like the chicken if I you.
Chop it is meant to be eaten.
Tekno, if you don't chop this chicken, no good.
I told you I ain't eating meat so
You're not
much.
eating meat, so
Oh man.
that's cheese.
I'm eating it on your behalf.
Cheddar cheese
Just
also.
be hearing the sounds. So they imagine now.
As in there?
Mmm.
Okay. So all of that seafood now they form for food.
Have a seat.
Eat my Pepsi, man.
Enjoy.
There you go.
Not good. God bless you.
What part of Nigeria are you from?
Ebonyi State. But I grew up in the north. I was born in the north and I grew up in the north.
Where in the north?
I was born in Bauchi. Sabongiri.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know people say this story a lot. When we small, my papa been
What
get
are you
plenty
drinking?
money.
Pepsi?
Something come up, we no get money again. That was my story. Real shit.
Were you first born, second born?
Fifth. Bauchi riot. Messed
Lost
up.
everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was 2. From Bauchi we go to Sarawa. So now only house. I mean, I love my Hausa people, man. I love
There's
them.
water, there's wine.
You see, once you live with Hausa people, you will
Does
love
anybody
them.
want
Come
beer?
But if you listen to what people say about them, you won't like them.
They're amazing.
I know.
They're the most
They are the
loyal.
realest,
Most loyal.
realest people. My Hausa friends are my realest
They're real people.
niggas.
What the line?
That's why it's what you hear me say Tafida every time. Yes, that's my brother. That's my brother right there. Tafida. I never played this show for nothing.
Why?
Since I've been big. Not played a single show in Kaduna, anywhere in the north.
You have to just.
I'm looking forward to it.
There's corn if you. There's a way Madame does her corn
With buttermilk is really nice.
with buttermilk.
Even the sound of it. Even the sound of it.
The rice is not.
Bros, make una chop o.
Yes,
Chicken
we
dey.
do.
There's dressing. There's
So if you want food, I just end the taste with Pepsi.
Yeah,
End the taste with
dressing.
That's something though.
End that taste with Pepsi and see how that make you feel.
So there's some
Freeze.
salad
Yeah.
dressing.
End it with Pepsi, see how that make
Definitely.
you feel.
I'm a big Pepsi fan.
It's real good.
That's right. Make me look good. That nigga look good.
Nah, she got you, man. I know she definitely got you. Like, listen, cause I be seeing the way she hold the camera when she face you. So like, it be a different feeling. You can tell she's looking into it. She hold it right. She's stabilized.
You need to try this.
Yeah,
With buttermilk.
it's soft, eh?
So,
It's soft. That's good.
Do you want some salad dressing?
So there, I got
You eat it?
unbuttoned because the way the thing. We got no music coming, baby. You know what time it is, man.
yeah.
Your Pepsi. Do you want Pepsi?
We're sharing one here.
Oh, okay.
But you can have another one, no problem.
Pepsi.
You can never have too much Pepsi.
Oh,
Never.
please.
Never.
All this plenty free ad for Pepsi.
No.
So it's not add though. So it's everyday life.
He loves Pepsi.
When you eat food, you add Pepsi.
Oh
Yeah.
my
But
God.
it's not add.
I dey chop this woman food. It dey be like say I dey chop am for the first time. When they control myself.
Go hard.
You're a certified foodie.
I am.
Everybody knows you.
I find it hard to eat outside these days.
Yeah.
Why?
Problem. We go out to eat, and he doesn't know what to order. Like,
I don't even go out to eat. I hate it. I hate the idea of it.
are you serious?
And I want to own restaurants.
Then you have to go out.
Imagine.
You have to. You have to learn.
Because that's one thing I do. I drag him around, go around different restaurants. to eat.
There's some steak.
Polo's been trying to drag me out every time. I've never listened.
Polo. That's my brother.
Polo Onyama.
Polo, wait.
That's my brother.
Happy birthday, mama.
Thank you.
Welcome to Celebrate this night.
And thank you for the
Please
meal.
come and sit down. She doesn't eat.
I didn't know like after the interview, you know, man's gonna get something to eat. Cause I woke up and I go ready and we got out here
That's
and
right.
I ain't ate nothing.
That's right.
So like, I know I said like we had that kind of vibe going on.
Right.
Oh my God. Come on,
Everything's still
man.
downloading.
I wanna do this next week.
The thing is, I ate an hour before the kidney. Remember?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You that don't like
I
to
was
eat.
very hungry, so I just ate an hour before the kidney.
I know far from you.
Where do you stay?
Like, still up two traffic lights, literally.
Wow.
That's how I wake up late. We worked all night. Sorry I was late, man.
No, it's okay. After what I heard,
It's okay to be late.
no God, no vex to me. I dey enjoy my own voice.
No, I don't pray that on nobody. I don't pray that on nobody. Shout out to Davido. He came to see me. Shout out to
Davido.
yeah, shout out to David. He
Everybody
came-
just loves David. Everybody, you see, I was talking about this yesterday. I find it hard to say anything bad about David. He's the only person that it's almost impossible for me to say anything bad about.
Nah, he came to see me.
David is a man that has soul.
Yeah. Shout out to Burna Boy too. He hit me up.
Burner.
He hit me up. Checked on me. Like me and Burna Boy, we never talked like ever before. Like we've never like sat before and just have a conversation. Like I can't remember, but he still hit me up and say he heard what's going on. You know, to stay strong. So love, brother. And to everybody else, with Pato Ranking too, Pato hit me up. Like I'm grateful, man. For the people who say you understand, they don't doubt the team because like them mans know. Cause it gonna look like say man's a joke, for them kind of things. So like. But we thank God, say everything good now.
You listen to the interview.
Fucking good.
Oh, you're recording.
I'm recording you ending that chicken.
No, this
I
rice
need the
is
chicken.
good.
Thank
I know
you.
that F word is not good, but sometimes you need to quantify. You understand? Because sometimes if you properly, define something, if you know talk how crazy and funky that shit is. Yeah, this rice is funky.
Oh.
Get me on a control level. Let's go.
I'm done. I'll be fat if I eat anymore.
Now so.
When the camera stops rolling, you finish.
You'll
the
swim
food.
this
We
evening.
played, I swear.
You'll burn some calories this evening. So feel free.
Just see her now. You burn calories.
That's good calories.
Just see her.